Hello everyone, it's Blue Steel 42 here, and I hope you all had a Merry Christmas. I know I certainly did. There's so much I want to talk about right now, but I gotta keep this update short. So, just as a heads up, I have some great news, but I also have a little bit of bad news. But listen, I'm gonna start with the great news in this update. So it's actually about the movie. So as you probably know, recently I uploaded the very first teaser trailer to the movie. And it's also going to be the only teaser trailer. The real trailer for the movie is actually going to come up soon. If you guys can help me boost up to 1,000 subscribers, I'll be more than happy to release the very first trailer because it's actually ready. And I'm so excited to show everyone what the movie is going to be like. I'm so excited. You have no idea how excited I am to show you all the work that paid off. And I am seriously grateful for all my friends who have helped me. That being Tyler the Tank Engine and Super Lego Matt 240. Let me tell you, if it wasn't for them, this movie probably would not have been possible. It's really thanks to their support that I'm still going. So guys, thank you so much for your support. And the same can be said for you guys who are watching both this video and who have watched the trailer. And also for those who have subscribed already. Thank you for your support. But let's get into business. So the great news about this movie is that, get this, almost all the parts of the movie are done. That's right. Almost all the episodes that build up this movie are finished. The only part that I haven't finished of the movie just yet is just the ending. And this is only because this is supposed to be a very serious and emotional part of the film. So, as for the other parts, episode 1, 2, and 3 are finished. Episode 4 and 5 are almost finished. Like, they're actually almost finished. I literally just have the music to go with. It shouldn't take too long. And episode 6 is the last episode. And I am trying to put in a whole lot of effort to make this scene very emotional and very relatable to those of you who are interested. So that's all that's left of the film. It's just episodes 4 and 5 of the movie because of the music that I have left, and episode 6 where I'm just putting the whole thing together. That being editing, music, and even the story, just because this is supposed to be a very emotional scene, and I want to make sure it works. So yes, that's the great news of this update. Almost all the episodes of the film are complete. Now, on to the bad news of the film. So, again, nothing bad has happened to me. For example, nothing went wrong in editing, nothing went wrong with the story, everything's perfectly fine. But here's the problem. I haven't been completely honest with you guys about something. Before I release this movie, there's actually supposed to be one more Thomas and Timothy episode that has to be released before the movie can, just so the movie can make sense. If this episode was uploaded during the movie, it would really corrupt the timeline of Thomas and Timothy and also just leave a lot of people confused. So that's why, before I release the movie, I have to release this one last Thomas and Timothy episode, just so the movie can make sense to the timeline of Thomas and Timothy. But before I explain what the problem is, I think I should probably explain what this last Thomas and Timothy episode is and how it takes place before the movie. So, this Thomas and Timothy episode will feature the Great Western Tank Engine legend himself, Duck. In this episode, Thomas and his friends are seen working hard on Sodor. However, the problem is that Toby and Timothy had just gotten word that there are these two masked criminals who just robbed a convenience store, and now they're on the run from the cops. And these news really start to worry Toby because he remembers how they robbed a convenience store near the railway. And this worries Toby because he's scared if the criminals will actually abduct one of the engines, or should I say, hijack one of the steam engines to run away to the mainland where they will be free. And this starts to worry Thomas and his other friends as well. During the night, the same two masked criminals find Duck in his shed, and they decide to hijack Duck and to steal him to travel to the mainland. And this is bad because now Duck is being hijacked, and it is up to Thomas and his friends to try and stop the criminals from getting away. So you might be wondering, what's so bad about this? Well, this is where the bad news really start to take place, because for this episode, there is actually one scene that I did not get the chance to film. And that scene is Thomas, Duck, Percy, Timothy, and Toby having a conversation together about the criminals at Ellsbridge Station. So basically, it's the opening scene where Thomas, Duck, and Percy learn from Toby and Timothy about the whole robbery and how Toby is afraid if the criminals are going to come to the railway and steal one of the engines. And this is why I'm making this update right now. So to give you guys a heads up, I will be making one more update, but this update is going to focus on what will specifically happen in the scene. And right now, I'm just asking some help from my good friends Tyler the Tank Engine and Super Lego Matt 240. And also, if possible, Wardhouse TV, who I've come to realize as one of Tyler the Tank Engine's friends. I've taken a look into his content and I realized it was actually pretty good, and I wondered if you might be able to help me out with this scene as well. So in my next update, I will be describing what will happen in the scene, specifically what will happen. For example, let's just say Thomas first approaches the station, Duck says thank you for bringing the passengers, and Thomas adds on the conversation. And then Timothy and Toby will come up and explain their story. I will get into all the specifics in the next update. But what I'm really asking is for my friends, Tyler the Tank Engine and Super Lego Matt 240, and also, if possible, Wardhouse TV, if they might be able to help me film this scene. And there's a reason for this. The reason why I cannot film the scene now is actually because my family and I are actually moving to a new house. And this is bad only because this results in my toys being packed up. So right now all my Toy Story toys have been packed up, many of my Legos as well, and unfortunately I had to pack up all of my Thomas models. All the Wooden Railway Thomas toys, all the Trackmaster Thomas toys, literally all the Thomas stuff has been packed up, and I cannot bring them back out only because my family and I are moving to a new house. So I'm very sorry, you guys, but for the very next episode of Thomas and Timothy, it's put to a halt only because I don't have enough footage to complete the first part of the episode. I need help filming an opening scene of the next episode of Thomas and Timothy, which will feature Duck. And also, while I'm at it, I should mention that the name of the episode is The Great Western Runaway. That's the episode I'm having trouble with. So again, if it's okay with my good friends, Tyler the Tank Engine and Super Lego Matt 240, and also, if possible, Wardhouse TV, could you guys please help me just film the opening scene and also being voice actors once again as Percy and James? Because apparently I cannot film it due to my models being packed up, due to moving to the new house. I'm so sorry about all this. I wish I could make it up to you guys, but unfortunately right now for the next episode of Thomas and Timothy, I am stuck. So if it's okay with my good friends, Tyler the Tank Engine and Super Lego Matt 240, and again, if possible with Wardhouse TV, with the filming techniques he has, may you guys please help me film just the opening scene of the episode. That's the only part I'm having trouble with. With that being said, everyone, I'm going to end the update here, but before I go, there's actually one last thing I just want to talk about because I just found out this morning of what happened. So, just in case you guys aren't aware, Britt Allcroft, the one who created the show, Thomas and Friends, and helped brought it to life, has passed away. Unfortunately, she just passed away right before the new year started. So, I'm sorry to say, guys, but we have lost Britt Allcroft. And it really broke my heart because if not for her, I probably wouldn't have as strong of a childhood as I do now. Because when I was bullied at school, Thomas was always the show that made me feel loads better. And it also made me believe in hope and forgiveness and the way the characters portrayed it. So the fact that Britt Allcroft, the one who helped brought the show to life and helped us get introduced to all these amazing characters, is now gone. So with that being said, everyone, I just want to help deliver the news, and I'm very sorry for everyone's loss with Britt Allcroft, as she has just passed away very recently. May she rest in peace. And with that being said, everyone, I will now end the update here. I'll talk to Tyler Matt, and even Wardhouse TV, if possible, about the next episode of Thomas and Timothy. But until then, I will see you guys in the next update. Bye, guys.